Hello everyone, I'm back. I'm very glad to be back. Hurricane Matthew has passed on, and I know I'm saying I'm back as if I've been away for a long time. It really hasn't been a long time, maybe just a week or so since I had some videos up. I did do my Hurricane Matthew video, which was kind of tough to piece together because I was very much on the move. A lot of it was recorded here at my house, but then I did record some clips on the move, and I had to go to a family house, some of my family members' house, to actually sort of put that video together, and I was wrapping it up really different places. So that's really why I didn't do any voiceover on the video. And then also, I really felt like it didn't need it. I thought the few words on the screen were enough here and there, and just the natural sounds I thought did enough in that video. So if you haven't checked that video out, do make sure that you do so. And like I said, I'm just so glad that Hurricane Matthew has passed on. A lot of people are still dealing with the effects of it. But as for me here and my dog Radcliffe, we're good to go. I'm very happy about that. And Matthew, I really have no love for Hurricane Matthew at all. In fact, the only Matthews that I respect are, let me see, Matthew McConaughey. He's cool. Matthew Movies. Check him out. I'll put a link in the description. Check out Matthew Movies. And my cousin Matthew. I got a cousin Matthew. Yeah, I respect those three Matthews. Hurricane Matthew, no love for him. But yeah, I felt that it was only right that I put myself in front of the camera just for a moment here before we really get into the video, because I really want to give thanks to everybody that checked in on me to make sure that I was okay and everything. Like I said, that just really means a lot to me. And big virtual hug to all of you. I'm giving a big virtual hug to everybody that checked in on me and made sure that I was all right. And I'm giving you a real hug too. I'm not gonna like pat you on the back. You know how people do that when they want to make it not so, close or intimate or whatever. A real hug, real virtual hug. Yeah, so, yeah, big shout out to everybody that checked in on me. And let's go ahead and get to it. I want you to see that even though I wasn't able to do much during the storm, and I did miss out on the New York Comic Con exclusives, but I do have some YouTube friends that looked out for me, so I will have some New York Comic Con pops to show you all maybe in a couple of days here. Hopefully, in just a couple of days. I'll share those all with you, but I didn't get to shop for those myself. But I did get some pickups the other day. Even though I still didn't have power at home, I got paid. I was able to go out and get some items. So let's go ahead and check those out. I just realized that I underlit myself in that opening, which means basically I have my light kind of too close to me and it's kind of low down. So that's not the most flattering appearance. And just excuse me if it made me look a little, Donald Trumpish. And in case you don't know, Donald Trump, that's just another way of saying creepy. So yeah, excuse me if I looked a little creepy in that opening because of the way I was lit. But anyway, let's go ahead and get focused on what I have picked up in the last couple of days. Now, one of my favorite stores, and by the way, before I even get into that, in case you haven't seen it, just check it out. This is my Halloween backdrop, basically my month of October backdrop, with most of my horror related figures up here. A lot of mystery minis, my pops of course, and some other figures mixed in, like the Alien and Predator up there. Those are Loot Crate exclusives. I got one, I actually did have Loot Crate briefly, so I did get the Alien, and then I had to buy the Predator from somebody from a Facebook group. And the Blade figure here from Puppet Master, that was a gift from Funko J. Well, not so much a gift, but part of our trade. I still think of trades almost like a gift though, it feels like that. So yeah, just a good mix of horror figures up here. And I did actually get some more horror mystery minis. As a matter of fact, let me show you the two that I got. I picked up two Series 3 horror mystery minis while I was in Books A Million, and I did ask the one of the clerks to help me, open them up for me. He seemed a little bit nervous about doing so, but I made sure I explained to him I was just going to show his hands, opening up the figures, and I wasn't even going to use the audio. And he helped me reveal the figures that I got. You're checking those out right here on the screen. But he's really cool to talk to because he's a collector as well. And he actually helped me find a figure that I'm going to show you in a little bit here. and just was really cool to talk to him. In fact, there was actually, I would say at least 2 other cashiers that I spoke to on that same day that were just very cool. They're collectors as well, and you know, they just understand what it's like to be on the hunt for things. So it was a pretty cool experience, very cool to talk to them. One of the first pops that I bought, this was very early in my collection. I went to Hot Topic, and being new to Hot Topic, I was really blown away. Like nowadays, not so much. I mean, because I do think Hot Topic could have better variety. But you know, being a new collector, if you're a new collector and you walk on a Hot Topic, it's like, wow. You know, some of you probably remember what that was like when you first started collecting and you went to Hot Topic. You know, it probably did blow you away. But like I said, nowadays I wish they had more variety, maybe some more older pops mixed in. But anyway, one of the first pops I bought was Gudetama with the bacon shawl. Now, I had no idea who in the world Gudetama was, what this was about. So I asked one of the ladies that worked in the store, and she told me a little bit about it. She said it was a cartoon series. I could check it out on YouTube. So I actually did that right there in the store, and I don't know, there's something about this character. He's very odd, but it's actually cute. You know, and I mean, it's a lazy egg. Like it says, Gudetama the lazy egg. That's pretty much all he is, but there's still a charm to it, and the cartoons are so delightfully weird. So yeah, I ended up getting this one, and the main reason I got it, though, to be honest, was because I was trying to, you know how in Hot Topic, when it's about when you're earning hot cash, and they let you know, if you get one more pop, you'll earn some more hot cash, and I had to go for it. So yeah, I ended up with Gudetama. So I've had this one for months. I've had that since either the end of December or beginning of January. But the reason I'm pointing it out, I mean, is because you probably have already figured it out. I got another Hot Topic exclusive Gudetama, the lazy egg, and this is him laying down. Okay, which very much fits the whole lazy egg thing. So yeah, I just had to go for this one. I wish he was displayed a little bit better in the box. Like, I wish it wasn't blocked on this side right here. I wish this was all just a plastic window, like, with the pops, so you could see him better in the box. But they do have it, on the side here. You can look directly at him. So yeah, very cool. And let me go ahead and get him open. Let's take a closer look at him in case you haven't seen this one out of the box. If you get this figure for yourself, just know that the box does open easiest from this side. Okay, from that side right there. That's the easiest way to open it up. So, taking a close look at the figure here. Like I said, so funny looking and yet just cute at the same time. I really do like this character. I like this figure. And, if you have any kids in the room, cover their eyes for a moment, because there's some Gudetama booty going on there. Yeah, so yeah, I guess that makes this video PG-13 at least. Sorry about that. But the yolk that he's on, I mean, well, really, he's yolk himself, I guess. And then the white part of the egg there is like almost like a mattress, I guess he's laying on, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, but very cool. The bottom, I mean, nothing special to see on the bottom except, FM. You got FM going on there. So yeah, I like this. Very simple design, but I like it though. And then so I got that one, of course. That's Hot Topic exclusive, so that's where I picked it up, of course. And then I figured, you know what, I went to FYE and I saw another pop, and I was like, I might as well go ahead and just be done with it, get them all. So yeah, I got the original Gudetama as well, him sitting in the cracked shell. This one I'm not going to take out of the box. You can see it pretty well there. So, yep, I got all of the Gudetama pops now. And I feel a little bit weirder for having them, but it's all good. It's all good. Let's keep it moving. I think I may have mentioned once or twice on my channel before that I'm a fan of the character Harley Quinn. So, yeah, if you didn't know that, yeah, I'm a fan of Harley Quinn. So, while I was in Hot Topic, I did see another little item. So I guess I was mistaken before when I said I didn't get anything New York Comic Con, because I forgot that this is a New York Comic Con exclusive. And I did decide to go ahead and pick up this Harley Quinn Dorbs, which is pretty much the same as the other one that they had out, except I I think that one had the bat. I want to say that one had the bat from the movie, but this one here has her actual hammer or mallet. So yeah, I just had to go ahead and get this one here. You can see a good picture of her there. I'm not going to unbox this one, mainly because it is, you know, a limited edition one. But yeah, that's a good image of her. I actually had a friend ask me the other day, did she use the mallet in the movie? And I was like, yeah. And then I caught myself. I was like, well, no, she had the bat. But I do remember her, when they were all suiting up, you know, spoiler alert, that she did have the mallet at one moment, and she seemed pretty happy to see it, but then she didn't use it. So yeah, that was a little awkward, but yeah. So another little Harley Quinn item to go along with the other few that I have. Now here is a face that only a blind mother could love. Yep, this is a Walking Dead zombie, and I'm trying to remember which one this is. It's out of box, so I actually can't remember for sure. I think it's based off of the town that they stayed in for a while. What was it, Andrea or something like that? But somebody let me know about that in the comments if you know exactly what pop this is. And I usually would not go for an out of box pop. I'm very much an in-box collector, even though I think I will start to display more out of box. But you know, like I have the creature from the Black Lagoon out over there out of box because I really like the look of it. But yeah, this one has been sitting by the register at Power Comics in Conway, South Carolina for a while, and I just finally asked about it because I've actually been on the hunt for Walking Dead zombies, and they said it was for sale. So yeah, I got this little fella for like just $4 and some change. So I went for it, you know, and I think he'll fit pretty well up here. Somewhere I'll find a spot for him. I'm just gonna leave him over here to the side for right now. But great detail on that pop. I definitely want to get some more zombies, and I'm trying to find some zombies for a friend as well. I actually did find one. I'm not going to share it because I'm pretty sure he will share it on his channel when he gets the chance. Well, also while I was at Power Comics, and do excuse me for jumping around because I did go to several different stores. I usually try to do this in the order of the stores that I went to, but since I'm not actually showing myself out and about, you know, I guess it's okay to jump around some. But while I was in Power Comics, they have action figures, and they do have some older action figures, and some are still in really good condition, and then they do have some older ones a little rough around the edges, and they tend to mark those down. So I had my eye on one before, and they moved this down to the 50% off section, and I was like, yeah, I might as well go for it. Plus they had a raffle going on in their store with some pretty cool items. So yeah, I definitely want to earn a ticket by making a purchase. So I picked up this Samurai Batman. This is from the Legends of Batman series, and this one will look pretty great on my wall. I really like this design, and this figure is all the way back from, I know the year is on here, give me just a second, yeah, 1995. So this is 21 years old. Yeah, and you see some of the other figures in the series. I definitely think this is one of the better looking ones, although the Silver Knight Batman looks pretty cool. Flight Pack Batman, I don't know, that one might be a little too 90s for me. As a matter of fact, a lot of these designs, you can just tell they're from the 90s. The 90s was all about very bulky, big costumes, like really overdone muscles and stuff. A lot of that stuff is still true for comics, but I think you definitely could see a difference in the style of the 90s. The 90s to me was just trying way too hard to be cool, a lot of the designs that you would see. So this one here though, that one's interesting too, Night Quest Batman, because this design very much looks like I think it's Azrael when he took over the role of Batman for a while. It looks very similar there, and that might be a reference because it was in the Nightfall comic, so maybe that is a reference to that character. But yeah, what's cool about these figures, even though I don't plan on unboxing them, they all have like little cool things that they can do. So so here it says you could place the weapon in his hands, and he has like action to his body. You can twist his body, let it go, and he'll swing. So that's pretty cool, you know. And you know, if I had a son or daughter that was into these type of figures, like I definitely would get some and actually let them open them up and play with them, because like I said, they do have some cool features. But for me, this is going up on the wall. It also has a collectible card that it came with. All of them come with the collectible card. And I just like this design. It's somewhat cheesy, but cool at the same time. Yeah, Samurai Batman. As I have said many times on my channel now, Player's Choice in North Myrtle Beach is one of my favorite stores. I really love that store, and it's so cool. I mean, the people there are so kind and so nice, and they actually remember me now. Just very cool, and I like to go and hang out in that store. It's cool also because, I mean, they have an arcade. They have old school arcade games. I'm talking about like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think they have 1 and 2. They got a lot of old fighting games like Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Just a lot of great arcade games. You can go back and check out. I do have multiple videos that show the store, and there is an older video that shows like it's all about Player's Choice. It's actually called Player's Choice, so you can check that out and get a good look at the store. But anyway, I was there the other day just hanging out because I was waiting to hear back from people. I was kind of letting some fellow YouTubers know that I was there at the store, and just, you know, a subscriber as well, letting people know that I was there at the store to hit me up if they were interested in anything. But I will point out that Player's Choice, they do have an eBay store, and they also have a Facebook page. So please, I'm gonna link down at least their Facebook page. I may try to find their eBay store link as well. Please check them out, because they are very cool people, and if you want something, they will try to find it for you. They're very good about that. So Player's Choice, make sure you check them out. I would consider that a personal favor. Please do that, and at least go like their Facebook page. But anyway, as I was standing around waiting, I was looking at some Spawn figures, because one of my YouTube friends, he's very much a Spawn fan, and I knew he was interested in some of the figures that they had. So I was waiting to hear back from him. I never did. I know he was busy at the time. I found that out later. But I got to looking at these Spawn figures, and I realized there is more than one line of Spawn figures. So there's actually a series that's called Spawn the Dark Ages, and it's these different Spawns from different time periods, which the original series that I was looking at, it does have a little bit of that, but not as highly detailed as these. So I saw one figure that absolutely blew me away. I think it's one of the most cool figures I've ever seen, and it was barely over $10. I had to go for it. So let's go ahead and take a look at it here. You see it says Spawn the Dark Ages, and check this figure out. I mean, right away, this is just amazing. The colors, the style of it, the detail, the level of detail, and I will try to get as close as I can while it keeps focus here. Just look at how well crafted this is. Like the little faces on here and everything. I mean, just, it's so cool. It very much reminds me of like the statues you would see in Thailand. One thing about the design that's a little awkward to me, he has some really huge feet. But at the same time, I guess that's cool, because if I were to take this out of package, which I'm not, but if I were, it seems like it would actually be able to stand because of how large the feet are. But yeah, this is an amazing figure. And like I said, old school figures, a lot of them tend to have just some cool features to them. So for example, the two blades over here you can actually take this one and place it on the end of that one, and then it becomes a long, actually it says it here, blades connect to make 12-inch weapon, which is insane. Like, it actually connects and makes a huge weapon. That's like something straight out of a martial arts movie. Then the shield, you know, great detail to it, and he has some other weapons going on as well. So they're just an amazing figure. And let's take a look at the back of the packaging here. You see some other great Spawn figures from the Dark Ages series. This one here, kind of hard to read. Maybe that says black. Looks like it means to say black heart, but I don't know. It's tough to see. But just great designs there. And this is the one I have here. This is the Mandarin Spawn that I have. Okay. And I'm looking close because I haven't even taken a real close look at this. I wanted to kind of wait till I was on camera with it. But yeah, I'm loving the Mandarin Spawn. And then they have, you know, figures, well, I should say actual real people like Ozzy Osbourne there, and other different types of characters. See Austin Powers, Michael Myers, Yellow Submarine. We got some Beetle action going on there. Just very cool. I mean, Todd McFarlane does amazing work, and this jumps up to being one of my favorite figures that I own now. Again, Mandarin Spawn, very awesome figure. If you're a Spawn fan, this might be one that you want to track down. I don't remember if they had another one at Player's Choice or not, but if anybody's interested, let me know and I'll take a look and I'll see what they have in store. But remember, do check out their Facebook page, and like I said, I'll try to find their eBay link as well. A while back, I picked up this glow-in-the-dark Cthulhu for Anthony Nelson, who is also a YouTuber and pretty much a Renaissance man. He's a wrestler, an announcer, a filmmaker, a writer. I mean, really a Renaissance type of guy. Do make sure you check out his channel, Anthony Nelson. I may try to put his link down in the script. I know I'm saying I'm gonna put a lot of links down, but I will try to remember to put his link as well. So make sure you check out his channel. He does unboxings of Funko hauls, you know, different things going on, and some of his wrestling is on there as well, and even his short film work as well. So definitely check out his channel and subscribe if you haven't. But anyway, I picked up this figure for him from a while back. This was from Player's Choice as well, and I hadn't sent it to him yet because I was trying to find another figure for him. I had wanted to send him 3 figures at one time, so I do have another one for him that I'm still hanging on to. But I was watching his video, one of his videos recently, and I saw that he got the glow-in-the-dark Cthulhu, and he had mistakenly thought that I got a different Cthulhu, so that's why he picked it up. But I'm actually glad now that he did pick up his own, because I had left this figure wrapped up in the bubble wrap, and I think while I was here in the dark, you know, with Hurricane Matthew and all that, I think that this box got dropped because I was taking a closer look at it and I realized really bad crease on the back, and I don't think that was there before. I think when it was shipped to me, because this was the first time I had figures actually shipped to me from Player's Choice, because it is like an hour drive. I don't always have the time to make it out there, so this one time I did have 2 figures shipped to me, but I'm pretty sure it arrived in good condition. So that's why I say I think this one might have gotten dropped here. So I'm really glad Anthony does have his own in good condition, and I'll just go ahead and hang on to this one. I'm never really comfortable trading or selling anything that has damage like that, even though I would be honest about it. Still, I'm gonna go ahead and hang on to this, and I do like the design of Cthulhu, so yeah, I'm gonna hang on to that one. And then the one that Anthony Nelson thought I picked up, I did find, so I got one for him, and I was debating on whether or not I was going to keep the other one for myself or maybe use it for trade or not. But looking at it now, and especially since I'm keeping this one, I think I'm going to keep this other one as well. I have the Books A Million exclusive Gold Cthulhu, which I think looks pretty awesome. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and get mine out of the box. Right away, look at how this figure catches the light. It looks really cool. Great design, and the choice to, you know, go with gold on it as a variation definitely pays off. This is a great looking figure. Now, as far as the character Cthulhu is concerned, I'm not an H.P. Lovecraft fan. I really haven't read much of his work, except I've read a little bit of it just because Anthony Nelson asked me to check some out because he was working on a project related to H.P. Lovecraft. But yeah, not really a fan myself necessarily, but this figure, this character, pretty amazing design. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a keeper for me, and now I do have this one, you know, to go along with the glow-in-the-dark one, and I will have to make sure I check out the glow on that one later on. I think people that are subscribed to my channel, you know, I always like to check out the glow on figures to see if they are on point. I know what some of you are thinking, people. Long video, yes, long video, but I tend to do long videos on Saturdays. And this is not an official like Saturday night vlog or whatever, but yeah, this is just a long video just because, you know, I miss you guys. I haven't been able to share lately, and just had a lot of things I want to share with you all. So this will be the last thing that I share for now. I definitely want to go ahead and address this. The Pops for Pets charity drive and raffle, I'm going to say charity drive / raffle, is still ongoing, and I am going to push back the deadline for that to get in your raffle entries and to get in your donations. Originally, I was going to do the drawing on October 22nd. Now I'm going to push it back to November 2nd. So again, that gives more people time to get in their raffle entries and their donations. It also gives me more time to promote. That's the main reason that I'm pushing it back, because I was affected by the hurricane. I know some other people were as well. So it's going to give me more time to promote it and give people a chance to get involved. And if you want to learn more about Pops for Pets, what it's all about, please check out the video on my channel. I will do a separate video very soon. In the next couple of days, you will see a video up that's a complete update on Pops for Pets. I'm going to let you know people that have entered into the raffle, people that have donated, unless they have chosen to be anonymous, which I did have at least one person who's chosen to be anonymous. That's fine. It's really your choice. But I'm going to update you on what the prize is, and I should say what the prizes are, because there's been a little change there. So definitely make sure you look for that update on Pops for Pets. But anyway, I just want to address one thing with Pops for Pets. In order to raise some money with it, I'm going to take some figures that were donated and I'm going to auction these off. There's a Facebook group called Funko Auctions. Funko Auctions. If you're not familiar with them, check that group out. You may want to join it as well, because there are some rare figures that pop up on there, and sometimes you might catch people sleeping and you might get a rare figure at a really good price. So Funko Auctions, make sure you check it out. I'm going to take some figures that were donated by another YouTuber and I'm going to put them on Funko Auctions to raise money for that DogGone intervention animal shelter of Latta, South Carolina. And by the way, let me do stress again that they don't just cater to this area. They can get people pets pretty much anywhere. So yeah, they really do help people anywhere that they can, and they don't just help local animals, they help animals from other places as well. But this is a box that was sent to me by GiGi of Gigi's Geek Zone. Hey, Geek On. Even if you're not subscribed to GiGi, please check her out. Great channel. She puts a lot of work into her videos. She really deserves more subscribers. So if you have not subscribed to GiGi, shame on you. Check her out. She does great videos. Okay, so you see that she took the time to draw some things here on the box, and let me go ahead and turn it around here. Got let me be careful, little kitty cat here on the back, or on the side, I guess I should say. She's got my FM going there, looking really good. I like that. Okay, and then one more side here, got the cute little doggy with the wolf going there. So I'm being very careful with the box, and that's because I opened this box in the dark. I was without power for like a week. So when I had some mail sitting at home, and when I finally got around to opening it up, I was basically looking at the stuff with a flashlight. So yeah, I opened this box on the bottom when I should have been on the top. Yeah, but anyway, I do want to go ahead and show you what she donated and what I'm going to put onto Funko Auctions, because you might want to bid on these figures yourself. Sugar, spice, and everything nice, and boom, the Powerpuff Girls. I cannot thank GiGi enough for donating this set for the cause. That was really awesome of her. And like I said, in order to make sure that I really raise money, good money for the cause, that's why I'm going to put these figures on the Funko Auctions. I'm not going to take any of that money. It will be public, and that's going to completely go into the collection, basically, for Pops for Pets. And it will be noted in the overall tally, basically, once we get to the drawing. And of course, I'm going to credit that to GiGi, because she did donate these figures. So thank you again, GiGi. Really appreciate it. That's very awesome. And I do think putting these on Funko Auctions will be the best way to raise money with these, because I already have the grand prize, which I think you all should know, what the grand prize is about. Certain pop figures that will go along with this comic. Yeah, you all should be familiar with that. And then, like I said, more prizes will be involved. And I know some of you are curious, so let me just go ahead and say this. There will be a runner-up, and there will be a second runner-up. So yeah, if you haven't gotten in your raffle entries, make sure that you do so. Go back and check out the Pops for Pets videos. As a matter of fact, I will try to, and I know I'm gonna have a lot going on in the description area, but I'll try to put down some information about Pops for Pets. Check that out so you can get in on the raffle, or you can just donate for the cause if you want to. And if you haven't seen the Pops for Pets video, still make sure that you check that out. And yeah, for those of you involved in the raffle, your odds of getting something just got better, and it really is thanks to the kindness of other people who I will point out when I do my update video, my true update video. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up quickly here now, because I know this is a long video. I'm sure it's gonna be long once I have it edited all together, but if you stuck with me all the way through, I definitely appreciate it. Again, I can't thank you all enough, those of you that made sure that I was okay during the hurricane. And like I said, Matthew has moved on. Goodbye, Matthew. No love for you. So I'm back to life here and back to doing my thing here on YouTube. And I really appreciate all of the support that you all have given me. Can't thank you enough. And I hope that if you haven't done so already, that you also show some support for Pops for Pets, especially now with Hurricane Matthew. If you watch my Hurricane Matthew video, you'll see that there have been a lot of animals that have been abandoned. And you can't really blame the owners because they're in a tough situation. I mean, some people just had to go quickly. So some pets did get left behind and don't really have owners anymore because they're kind of just out there on their own. So this is really a time to really think about how important this cause is. So again, if you haven't contributed yet, please try to help out in some way. At least help to spread the word on your own channel if you are a YouTuber. But yeah, that's enough about that now. I will do a full video for Pops for Pets very soon. And thank you all for watching, and you all take care. Until next time.